Today we're in Red Rock Canyon at what I'm going to call the lower end of the Rainbow Baseline Trails. The reason I call it the Rainbow Baseline Trails is that there are a series of trails. You're looking at the Rainbow Mountains in Red Rock Canyon, Nevada. And the reason I call this the Rainbow Mountains Baseline Trail is that it's a trail that begins in the Oak Creek area. We're at the unpaved road that leads to the Oak Creek trailhead, and this trail begins, there are two trailheads actually, that's why I'm hesitating. There are two trailheads here. One is the Arnite trailhead, and the Arnite trail kind of takes a shortcut over to the Rainbow Mountain and Juniper Peak area, and then connects with the Knoll Trail, which takes you over to the Pine Creek trailhead area. And then at Pine Creek Canyon, you catch the Dales Trail, and the Dales Trail will take you up to Icebox Canyon. And then at Icebox Canyon, you catch the SMYC Trail, which will take you up to the Willow Spring area. So let me explain that a little further. The reason that I call these the Rainbow Mountains Baseline Trails is that it moves along the base of the Rainbow Mountains here. There's another trail that is the Rainbow Mountains Upper Crest Ridgeline Trail. And you see this ridgeline above the colorful Rainbow Mountains, and you can actually catch this Upper Crest Ridgeline Trail over at the Willow Creek trailhead. The Willow Creek area is right between White Rock Mountain, which is right in the center there. That's White Rock Mountain. And the beginning of the Rainbow Mountains, the northern portion. You can catch the Upper Crest Ridgeline by taking Rocky Gap Road up behind Bridge Mountain, and then continue along that Upper Crest Ridgeline all the way across the upper spine above the Rainbow Mountains, all the way over, and you see the Rainbow Mountains continuing there all the way over till the southern end of the Rainbow Mountains at South Peak. And it's just a beautiful experience. Tremendous views, and one great thing about the Upper Crest Ridgeline is that you can then descend to these Rainbow Mountains, and let's go ahead and identify them, at least mid to northern. Here is Indecision Peak, followed by the highest Rainbow Mountain, around 7,000 feet, Mount Wilson, Rainbow Mountain, and the smaller mountain to the right of Rainbow Mountain, Juniper Peak, Bridge Mountain, and then on the other side of Bridge Mountain there's Buffalo Wall, and then you eventually descend to the Willow Creek area. Okay, that's the Upper Crest Ridgeline, and you can descend from that ridgeline to the summits of all these mountains I just named, thereby avoiding all the brush, boulders, ledges, creeks in the lower canyons, and all the more serious rock climbing that people do when they ascend the Rainbow Mountains from the base of the Rainbow Mountains and these baseline canyons. By the way, the baseline canyons are, here's Oak Creek Canyon between Mount Wilson and Rainbow Mountain, and then on the other side of Mount Wilson would be First Creek Canyon. But let's move on. Here we're heading north. Again, Oak Creek Canyon. And then between Rainbow Mountain and Juniper Peak, there's Juniper Canyon. And then further north is Pine Creek Canyon. And you see that pointy mountain right in the center is Mescalito Pyramid, which is an awesome structure. It looks like a pyramid. All these, by the way, are world-class rock climbing destinations. And then here is Bridge Mountain, and I mentioned, yeah, Juniper Canyon, Pine Creek Canyon, with Mescalito Pyramid in the middle. Sorry, I'm getting a little disjointed here. No script. And then Icebox Canyon is going to be on the other side of Bridge Mountain. And finally, the Willow Creek area with White Rock Mountain, or some people refer to it as White Rock Hill. And that's a whole nother story. Okay, so there you see the Rainbow Mountains, and let's return to my original discussion on the baseline trails. So what we're going to do is we're going to head up this unpaved road. We're going to hit the Arnite Trail. It's going to take us over to toward Juniper Peak, and there we will catch the Knoll Trail and continue north to Pine Creek Canyon, and then we'll catch the Dales Trail and continue to Icebox Canyon. We won't be doing the SMYC Trail because we've already done it. Then we'll return and take some of the deviations of those trails. By the time we're done today, I'll have organized all these baseline trails. My point is that you can experience the Rainbow Mountains from the base of the mountains, as we're going to do today, or on the Upper Crest Ridgeline. Rainbow Mountains, just an awesome wilderness area that is little known. People are much more familiar with Red Rock Canyon, which you see all around us. So there you have it. There's the beast right in the sunrise. Don't know what's coming through in the video. I can't see anything on the screen. Anyway, here you can see the beautiful wilderness area that we're in. It's sunrise, and it's the second Saturday in April, so you get an idea of the season. Okay, let's go ahead and hit these baseline trails. Let's head up this road, and we'll start out with the Arnite Trail and then proceed north. Okay, we are close to completing the first leg of our journey here along the Rainbow Mountains baseline trails, and we're approaching the Oak Creek trailhead right ahead of us, and we've ascended this nice little unpaved road, and you could do it in a two-wheel drive pretty easily. I don't like to take my car, the Beast, on anything that's not paved, but here you have us approaching Oak Creek Canyon, and Oak Creek Canyon is right up the center between Rainbow Mountain on the right and Mount Wilson on the left. So let's zoom in get a view of Oak Creek Canyon. By the way, if you're thinking of exploring these canyons at the base of the Rainbow Mountains, a good place to start would be Lost Creek Canyon, just to give you an idea of what these canyons are like, and the brush and the boulders and the there aren't many ledges in Lost Creek Canyon. I mean, yeah, up at the Willow Spring area. And a next great canyon would be Icebox Canyon, which is a little deeper and gives you more of an experience of what you're going to encounter in these canyons. And then after that, try Pine Creek Canyon, which is over here between Juniper Peak and Bridge Mountain. And there you will begin to experience some major brush, boulders, ledges, and finally give Oak Creek Canyon a try. And with Pine Creek Canyon and Oak Creek Canyon, there are two branches, a north and a south branch. You'll encounter major ledges along with the brush and the boulders, and streams that you need to cross multiple times. Try to keep your feet dry so you don't slip on the rocks. And then after Oak Creek Canyon, you can attempt on the other side of Mount Wilson, between Mount Wilson and Indecision Peak, First Creek Canyon. And that also has some major ledges in addition to the brush, boulders, and creek water. So anyway, that's an idea of the canyons in the Rainbow Mountains. And here we are approaching Oak Creek Canyon trailhead area, and we'll be taking the Arnite Trail north from here.